The money that I collected is honorable that brought to
contribution to Nigerian people.
Me, I want all of now look into this community in Nigeria. When we want to take steps every day to make this country a better place.
And the new Nigeria is
indications telling them it's time to change.
All colors, shades, angles, and perspectives can be overwhelming in our present world of information overload. This is introducing Ground Zero.
Ground Zero comes up from 5 to 6 p.m. every Tuesday and Friday on Invicta FM and 5 to 6 p.m. every weekday on Procyon Radio and Television. Ground Zero is a production of the Procyon Media. Tune in.
And with guests in-house and elsewhere, we try our best to make sure that everybody is carried along and everybody gets to know what is happening. Okay? And today's program promises to be very, very interesting because on the program today, we will be discussing so many issues, most especially the Action Alliance party, and of course what's been happening within and around the party. The chairman of the party is our guest on the program today, alongside two extremely powerful media personality in Nigeria, and together we shall all be looking at what the program is going to be like. And without taking much of your time, Ground Zero is a program where we pick up topical issue in the polity and we guess in how we analyze all of these issues. Already standing by straight from Lagos, we have the chairman of Action Alliance in the person of Dr. Adekunle Rufai Omo-Aje. Dr. Adekunle, are you with us this evening? We can hardly hear you. Let us. Okay, Doctor, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Okay. All right. Let's see how we'll be able to manage all of these because the audio is not very very loud here.
Yes.
All right. But meanwhile. Okay, our technical team is Doctor's voice coming out there. Okay, Doctor, you are welcome to the program. Hello, Doctor. Doctor, can you hear us? Okay, let's see, we will reconnect back to him. But meanwhile, let's come back to the studio and introduce the other guests. Today on the program, we will be looking at Action Alliance presidential candidate matters arising, and also Naira redesign and the backlash trailing President Muhammadu Buhari's broadcast yesterday. Of course, we know that there are trending and evolving issues in respect of that because there is another news now. Maybe the banks have eventually decided to respect the Supreme Court ruling, which is also one of the backlash from the presidential broadcast yesterday, where the president said it was just a 200 naira note that for 60 days or thereabout would continue to accept. However, today we are waking up to see that there is something new coming, and the fact that Nigerians are getting involved. Well, in the studio with me this evening, apart from Dr. Adekunle Rufai Omo-Aje, the national chairman of the Action Alliance, we also have in the studio Femi Oyelola. Femi Oyelola is also a seasoned journalist and a media analyst. Femi, you are welcome to Ground Zero.
Thank you for having me. Good evening, everybody.
Also with us in the studio this evening, we have Eddy Ochigbo. Eddy Ochigbo is a recurring decimal in Ground Zero. For some time now, he is I'll say it is well. You know why I say it is well? He was bereaved some time back, and thank God is bouncing back, and we bless God for everything, because in every situation we give thanks to God. Eddy, first of all, accept our condolence from ground zero over the loss of your younger sister, and the wedding and everything. Are you sure? I'm lots of words, but we thank God.
Thank you very much. And this is our show.
Yes,
this is our show, and we appreciate the great things you have done so far with it as the Chief Executive Officer of this. So I want to sincerely greet the listening public and thank them, and to say that I am back after what I call the exigencies of Nigeria, which took me away for some time.
All right, thank you so much, Eddy. The number to dial to be part of the program will relay it out to you. But meanwhile, we are waiting to get reconnected back to Dr. Adekunle Rufai. As soon as we are connected back to him, we'll do the proper introduction of Dr. Adekunle Rufai and move on from there. Meanwhile, if you want to drop your comments and observations in respect of the program, just go to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and all of it. And on those channels, all you need to do is go to Procyon RTV. On Procyon RTV, you'd be able to see the post in respect of the program, and of course, drop your comments and observation. We have Dr. Rufai on the line now. Dr. Rufai, yes, we can get you now. Good evening again. Hello, Dr. Rufai, good evening. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes, the lines is clearer and better now. So,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
For the benefit of those that are just joining us now, just reintroduce yourself to us again.
I am Honorable Dr. Adekunle Rufai, the National Chairman of the National Alliance.
All right. Okay. On the program this evening, our major topic this evening is looking at the Action Alliance. And of course, matters arising. The reason why we say matters arising is just a few days to the presidential election, and there are so many confusion in respect of what is actually happening. We've had court pronouncements and all of that, and people are confused. As a national chairman, as recognized by the court, tell us what the position is, please.
Thank you very much for having me. Nigeria. Really, it's happening in my party, Action Alliance, and leadership also. It's not just internal affair of our party.
Okay.
It is part of the agenda. It is a part of the agenda of people who want to sabotage this coming 2023 general election. And I can break it down to 3 issues. And all of them are working towards the same purpose, to achieve the same goal. One is for scarcity. The second one is the scarcity of funds. And the third one is disobey the court judgment. So let me start.
Yeah.
With the disobey of this court judgment and court rulings and orders. You will believe that all present Supreme Court gave order that this code for currency and new currency should be going on, which should be staying in a paripas country what did the federal government do about that? They disregard the Supreme Court order on that. This is the same thing that is happening in my party as an alliance, where INEC under Professor Mahmoud Yakub allowed and state high court judgment to set aside the judgment of the court of appeal. The leadership also of my political party has reached court of appeal, Abuja, and the court of appeal has decided about who is the authentic leadership of the party, who is the authentic national chairman of this party, on the 7th of January 2022. But 40 days after, somebody came into the ring, went back to FCT High Court and got another fraudulent judgment without even let the party and myself that they were sweet know about it. Until today, Professor Mahmoud was still recognizing that judgment over Court of Appeal judgment. After that fraudulent judgment of March 28th, Court of Appeal again have ruled again on who is the national chairman of Action Alliance. The judgment was delivered on the 11/11/2022 at Court of Appeal, Abuja. Still, talking to you now, Professor Mahmoud Yakub still refuses to accept that Court of Appeal judgment is higher than FCT High Court judgment. With that, what do you expect from somebody that is behaving like that to conduct free and fair 2023 election? I believe so much that it is not a mistake or ignorance in the part of Professor Mahmoud Yakub. It is deliberate.
Okay.
I believe that it is deliberate. Just like this introduction of this new currency is deliberate to come up at this time around.
All right. Chairman, sir, you have given us a general idea of what the situation is presently. Now, for those that are listening, who is the presidential candidate of Action Alliance? The listeners all over the world want to hear and want to know.
Hi, Honorable Adekunle Rufai on my page. Conducted my legacy presidential primary for all the aspirants that contested under my leadership, in which I wrote INEC officially and giving them to 21 days notice. And I submitted all my candidates to INEC headquarters. I submitted the name of Solomon Okanigwa.
Solomon
Okanigwa.
Okay, Solomon Okanigwa.
Yes. But INEC under Professor Mahmoud Yakub uploaded the name of the person that contested under the person who is not even a member of our political party, and they uploaded it into their portal.
Okay.
And what this means is that it is not a mistake, it is deliberate. It is deliberate in the sense that that I don't have the power to stop this election to come up by February 25. But I have the right to go to the tribunal and uphold that general election for exclusion. Are you with me?
Yes, I am.
And that is what they were expecting. Because I know that they are biased.
Okay.
They know that the election will be upheld and the tribunal will order for another election. This is exactly what they are working towards.
Okay.
So it's one of the plans. We have several plans. Scarcity of funds, and disobedience to the rule of law.
Okay, if I get you clearly, there are fifth columnists. Their immediate target is not Action Alliance, but the upturning of the general election. Is that their ultimate aim?
What is happening in National Alliance will affect all the political parties.
Okay.
Political parties.
Okay.
Which means all these efforts being pushed by all other political parties is null and void.
Okay. How is it going to affect them?
My candidate.
How is it going to affect the other political parties if this is an Action Alliance issue?
Yes. We can call it our internal affairs, but this one is not the most internal affair of our political party because as an issue, we don't even have leadership problem. I was elected, I was not appointed. I was elected with my national executive monitored by INEC. And somebody challenged that election up to Court of Appeal. And all the court have said the same thing, that you are suspended and expelled from this party. You don't have local standing to challenge anybody in National Alliance. That's what court have been saying today.
Okay. Okay.
Recognizing that person is not a member of our party, and that is the person that is recognizes is the candidate.
All right.
We challenge this in the tribunal, and we are going to tribunal for exclusion. And when they exclude one party, it affects
all the other parties. All right. Thank you for that. My other media colleagues here would have questions. Let me start from Femi. Femi, what question do you have for the chairman?
Well, Mr. Chairman, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Now you said you are talking of the issue of exclusion. It's like Professor Mamre is setting a booty traps for the forthcoming election. What is your take about this? He said it's like he's setting a booty trap, for this election to cancel the election by excluding your party. So how are you going to react? Are you going to go along with him to have the election cancelled?
Actually, since my candidate has not been uploaded in the INEC portal, so they cannot even campaign. We cannot campaign because they are not refused to upload my candidate. Despite the court order, which was not challenged, court order that is to upload my candidate to contest this election, and then he's taking pay now. He refused to do that. So we don't have candidate campaigning now.
Mr. Chairman, sir.
If we decided to upload them tomorrow, which means they must give us a little time, at least like 90 days, for my candidate to campaign like others.
Wow.
Mr. Chairman.
My other colleague here, Eddy Ochigbo, has a question for you.
Are you aware that we are just about 8 days to the presidential elections? That's one. If you are aware, then you are talking of 3 months. Wouldn't that be? No, so,
He can hardly hear you. Just project a little bit. No, here, towards the
okay. You are aware that we just have just 8 days to go, and you are saying that out of omission or commission, the candidate is excluded, and you are calling for another 30 days or so.
90 days.
90 days. Is that not kind of calling for kind of confusion and anarchy? That's one. The second question I have is that what is your take on the Naira redesign? Is it to the advantage of your own party or to Nigeria as a whole?
Thank you, sir. Nobody would like to introduce anarchy to this, but nobody who can to listen, all Nigerians who can to listen, must know that this witchcraft was set by INEC, led by Professor Agbon. It is deliberate. It is deliberate.
But you cannot say it is deliberate because you really do not know if it is deliberate. You only suspect. We do not have evidence from you. Hard evidence to show that it is designed by him, and no court has also been able to prove that he, Professor Mahmood, deliberately is trying to truncate the election by excluding your party. So even when we are lending an ear to this, we also need to be careful and be on the right side of the law and of our regulators, because there is no proof anywhere.
Why I was saying this
Yes.
is that all these judgments that was obtained because of law, and then lawyer was there. All of us used to receive the copies. And apart from that, I used to write Professor Mahmoud Yakub as the chairman of INEC to inform him about this court judgment. And as at last count, I know that if rolling with judgment, which is about 10 to 11, until recently. So, now, if you are having all these judgments and all of them are saying the same thing, that this man that you took is a leaf, is not a member of that political party, I don't know what other language you can use for that action that deliberate.
All right. All right, thank you so very much. We will still come back to you in a bit. But meanwhile, in the studio here now, Eddy Ochigbo, you've heard from the chairman and his position on what's happening. What is your general impression about the allegation, the very, very weighty allegation is made, and what we are seeing on ground?
Thank you very much, Ehis. And the story is a microcosm of Nigeria. The story of shifting the goalpost, picking to choose. You pick and choose.
Eddy, you need to project.
You pick and choose. That's the story. And it's the story that is universal in Nigeria and all these things. So I think what he's saying is right. If he feels that, yes, when it comes to his own side, they, relegated into the background, he has the freedom of speech to, ventilate.
Yeah. Maybe Eddy may need to come to this chair. Femi, you go to the other chair so that
he has all the right to ventilate.
The chairman can.
So the chairman is actually ventilating his, frustration by the institutions. Okay. At our institutions, I don't want to give any personal because they are weak. So the chairman has every right. It's as long as he has evidence, scientific evidence, to show that this what I'm saying, it has been proven beyond all reasonable doubt.
Femi, your general impression about these weighty allegations coming from the chairman of the Action Alliance?
Well, like my colleague Eddy rightly said, he's a Nigerian and a chairman of a registered political party. And then if he feels that the goalposts have been shifted because of him, by not recognizing his guy, he has the right to cry out and to take all necessary legal steps to cry out. Because if you know that, if you are aware of the INEC 2022 Electoral Act, I think in section 31 of that act, particularly stated that INEC has no right to disqualify any party or its candidate. And the same paragraph 15 of the Nigeria Constitution that established INEC also gave this right that INEC is not compassed with that power. And the court of competency is telling you that, no, this is the recognized candidate. And you should do the right thing as a man. What I want the chairman to tell Nigeria, are you aware that the commission actually got the judgment and been forwarded end of the judgment to them? That's what we want to know now, because getting a judgment is another thing, being informed about the judgment is another thing.
They are serving the respondent. Has INEC been served?
Yes. Apart from that, INEC lawyers used to be in the court.
Yes, but even at that.
And we used to form INEC chairman back in his office in this capacity as the chairman of the commission. My lawyer used to write it and attach the judgment.
Okay.
So that means they have been served.
So INEC chairman has been served.
He has been served.
Okay.
The legal department in INEC always write their opinion in all legal matters, in all the judgments. And in all the judgments, they have been written to the people of the chairman that this is the authentic chairman of Action Alliance, and his candidate must be on those stage. The only person that did not do this is only Professor Agbon.
Okay. Okay now. Having stated that, I will open up the phone lines soon, but before we open up the phone lines, quickly also give your closing statement on the currency redesign and matters arising, because just earlier today, the banks have started collecting both the 500 and the 1,000 Naira note, meaning by extension that they are obeying or respecting the Supreme Court pronouncement. Is that a pronouncement now?
Ruling.
State of action in respect of the currency redesign suspension. Now, what is your final statement on that?
Actually, my party, I did not oppose to the policy of introducing new currency at all. That's what we are against.
Let's quickly pick this call. This is a call that's coming from outside Nigeria. Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. This is Charles. I'm listening to Grand Zero right now from the US, from the afternoon.
All right, Charles.
Streaming is problematic, but it's an interesting time. Come with this issue.
All right. I guess you've been listening to us. Currency redesign in Nigeria. You've had all of the things that happened and what Nigerians are going through, and also you had what Action Alliance chairman is saying. Their party has been excluded, and if they want to go by the tenets of the law, they must be given like 90 days to campaign before the election, which means that this election may not hold if they want to pursue the judgment to the letter. Charles, what's your impression about this?
Well, I've been listening, and everything that I've listened to here boils down to one big elephant in the room, and that is the rule of law. I have always said it that if you're going to restructure Nigeria, the place where you start is restructuring the courts. People have no respect for anything. There is no recourse for anything. The Supreme Court rules, nobody obeys, and there is no recourse. That is what is happening here. And, to specifically address the issue of the chairman, I think we also have to be careful because you have to have from the other side of whoever Professor Mahmoud Jega has decided to upload, like he's saying. So, for me, it's a very sad commentary to, say that, to listen to it, to hear his complaint, and I don't even know what to tell you except to say that Nigeria is a place where nobody respects no law, where nobody respects no process, and that is the 800-pound elephant in the room. Now, to come back to the currency redesign, we knew this man. Me personally, in 2014, I said it. Buhari is not the Democrat that people are saying he is. This happened under his regime when he was a military leader. But I don't think it's fair for somebody to say, oh, this process or the redesign is meant to truncate their own democracy or whatever. Because democracy is for the people and by the people, right? So if somebody tries to put a curve in your program, in your wheel of progress, then you gather your supporters and you show up massively in the polls, to the point. So what is all this causing confusion from all these parties all over the place crying? Are they saying that we should allow votes to be bought so that the next election will be bought like we have been doing? May I give this to Buhari? If it's an idea from him, from an administration that over 8 years has not been known to be cerebral and has not been known to even adopt, conventional laws, comes up and says the only way that I'm going to stop people from buying this election is to redesign the currency. So be it, But we shouldn't be acting surprised because it's an administration that has done this to Nigerians over 8 years.
Okay.
They don't think about nothing. Nobody sits down to say, oh, this is how this will impact this section.
Okay.
And they enabled him for 8 years. Why are they crying? I mean, Tinubu, Kayamo, where have they been? Where have they been in the last 8 years?
That's a big question.
Go down south in the head basket.
Yeah.
Why is it now that they are causing confusion?
All right, Charles. Before we pick another call, have you seen the new Naira note in the US?
I haven't been. I'm still here in Minneapolis, but I'm coming in the spring. I haven't touched. I haven't seen any one of them.
All right. Thank you so much, Charles, for calling in.
Yes.
All right, Chairman.
Thank you.
Chairman, Action Alliance, you have Mr. Charles.
Yeah, I had it.
Okay, how do you react to his comments?
What I was trying to say about this scarcity of funds is that our party knows fully well that CBN is guided by CBN Act. And this Act has actually envisaged every step of CBN. But the moment it is the implementation of a policy, how political undertone, there is a problem. Yes, some people will say that it is because of political parties, politicians want to buy vote. How does that one, how will the politician who want to buy vote, how does that one concern the man that is selling ram and goat in Zongero?
Yeah.
How does it concern the mama who is selling corn and beans in the market in Osun State? How many politicians have that money? So if they want to punish themselves, if they know themselves,
Okay.
these two parties that they have those people who have specific funds.
All right.
Why can they use EFCC, ICCC, and others? We have all those things on the ground.
Okay, let's take some other calls now. 0809-4646-206 is the number to dial for those listening to us via Invicta FM and other terrestrial radio stations. And for our other listeners from all across the world, the number is 0809-4646-206. And for those that want to drop their comments on our various social media handles, go to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Just search for the handle at Procyon RTV. Drop your comments and we'll read it out here on the program. Procyon is spelled Procyon RTV. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hey, good evening, Ehis. Good evening, I guess, in the house. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Is this Mr. Kure?
Kure is the name.
All right, Mr. Kure, let's have your question.
Thank you. I really concur with the chairman of Action Alliance in the sense that it's alphabetically arranged in the ballot paper. It's supposed to be next to the APC or it's supposed to be the first. But why did they exclude their name? Me, I want him to take that action, but the action will later affect me. By that extension of 3 months, I wanted to see it sharp. Let me see whether I will clear APC, let them go back to where they are coming from, but imposing a difficulty in my life and my family. About the Naira designing, how are we going to suffer in the hand of Buhari? 84 we suffered, today again we are suffering. Why don't they come out, those that looted Nigerian money that they are suspecting they are the one that made them not to or to check the money? Why don't they just name them, let the law take its course? They are punishing innocent Nigeria. But anyway, they'll finish campaigning for other parties. Honestly, I don't see a right in Nigeria will vote APC back again. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so very much, Mr. Kure. Yes, 009-4646-206 is the number to dial to add your voice to the conversation this evening. And Chairman, you heard Mr. Kure. He's giving a thumbs up to you and your party and all of that.
So, like I was saying, I said that the idea of introducing new currency is not new or bad idea at all. But what we are talking about is surprising. And why introducing changing of currencies this time? Or why not let the new currency run concurrently with the old one at least for like 5 or 6 months? Why are we in a hurry? What is behind that? If you are talking about the politicians that have money, whether stolen money or what, there is security agencies that can handle that one. Not to be punishing the masses. And that is what my party stands for. Our party is Action Alliance. Let the masses live. How the masses want to live when they have 5 or 10,000 in this bank and they cannot see it. And they cannot do transfer. They cannot send the children to school because you are talking about few politicians.
Okay.
How many parties that have those kind of politicians out of the political parties?
Let's quickly take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, you're welcome to Ground Zero. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Rufai. I'm calling from Cameroon.
All right, Otumba Rufai. Okay, we also have another Dr. Adekunle Rufai. Okay. Otumba Rufai, speak to Dr. Rufai.
Yes. My question to him is that, please, I understand all what he's saying, but is there aware that we have some people too that are legal templates, having problems in court, but still, they are still campaigning. So since he knows he has a court judgment, his candidate should have been campaigning instead of waiting for maybe all this going to tribunal or not. Then after he is given the go ahead, so there will be no room for this. That's one. Then secondly, it's like this political parties, the politicians, please, they should respect the rule of law. They should respect the rule of law. This one that we are not obeying court order and this thing is even from up to down. Where are they taking us? Where do they want to take this democracy to? Please, they should be very careful. We are in a serious issue now.
All right.
They should be very careful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Otumba Rufai.
Please, your connectivity, you should look into it.
We are working on that. It's clearer now if you check now. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Ground Zero. Hello, good evening. Yes, you are welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yes, Mr. Ehis, my name is Sudamoto Sobule, calling from Eddy.
All right, Chief, I want to talk to us.
God bless you.
Amen. What's your take?
Yes, my brother is, and welcome to your guest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The problem we are facing here is like the ruling party now has also come to opposition party. Like they have lost it all. All their focus has been damaged. Because the initial thing, when this administration is campaigning in 2014, some of them thought that they have a foundation. But now it has been open that they don't have a master plan, they don't have focus, and they have already taken Nigeria into a lagoon. And they don't even know how to bring us out. My brother, you can believe me that in this evening or this afternoon, we are hearing in social media, even some radio station has confirmed that CBO has given order. And I'm reading one news again now before I start hearing your program, that the order is somewhere. So I don't know if Nigeria has finally had more than 27 or 30 or 36 presidents in Nigeria. That is one thing I'm feeling confused. Now, if you look at this Naira policy now, finally, Rebele is a PC full member. Nothing minus for me.
But he has never denied that.
Now, today, he's in Addis Ababa with our president, celebrating and enjoying themselves. Why Nigerians are here dying by hunger?
They're actually working for Nigeria. The journey is a journey for Nigeria. They are there working for Nigeria. It's not an enjoyment part.
One thing I normally do when in the media, you people try to correct my own take here is that our president is not this vision. They went to Addis Ababa. We have gone to that program for how long? How many times? What is the achievement to which they return? So that's why sometimes people say it the way we feel. Not that I'm insulting him or her. But what I'm saying is that the mission that he went to Addis Ababa has no good benefit for Nigeria the way we are there today. Did you know that the expressway to Lagos is nowhere to be grown? Nigeria cannot do their business peacefully, and we are there eating our money. Did you go there to his travel, to his own pocket money? The answer is no. So what are we benefiting by what did he say?
Well, Chief, that is your opinion, Chief. That is your opinion, Chief. I may have to let you go, Chief, because you are speaking and not listening to us. Let's have a conversation. You speak. Let me also talk so that we can communicate. Hello, good evening. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from? You are our last caller this evening. All right, comrade Gabriel, the Texas man. Quickly, let's have your take.
So what I want to have this clear here is that that the difference that directive from both the CDN, the Supreme Court, the head of state, because the governor of Kanta State has said that they are saying that as far as the Kanta State government is concerned, the Naira notes, state stamps, and people should be receiving it. But what we are saying is that, what is there any wrong? Because the governor of Kanta State was telling that as far as the Supreme Court has never given us any. So this issue is not yet resolved. Don't you think that the president has gone contrary to what the Supreme Court says? And even if it is not because of this Supreme Court order, but this country would have been in confusion by now because the CBN says that. And in justice, why are they emphasizing on this money? Instead of them telling all this what they are going to do for us when they come into government by 2020. But after that, this are here. What do they do government? They're supposed to tell us that this is what we're going to do. But everything line up. We're only talking about Naira no.
All right.
So, is this very okay that when the Supreme Court give an order, our honorable president is supposed to go under that order? If not, I think it's a very, very bad something for us that no more.
All right, Comrade Gabriel, let's leave it at that now and come back to the studio. Yes, Dr. Adekunle Rufai Omo-Aje, please. You've listened to some of the call. I'm sure we may not have time for you to react to all of them because we barely have 3 minutes to wrap up. So, in 2 minutes, will you be able to give us your summation, your rounding up and parting shots?
Thank you. I said that they were planning 3 things to truncate this 2023 general election. The third one is fuel scarcity. We are paying for everyone. We are not buying fuel for more than double the price we used to buy it. And Nigeria has not experienced fuel scarcity like this in the last 7 years of the General Buhari's administration. People in December period. But why this time is what is very, very hard to believe that it is not sabotage.
Okay.
Election.
Okay.
Let us ask ourselves a question, very big question. Why we are importing petrol? We know that all our refineries are not working. We are importing petrol. And those import partners have not stopped the production. Why are we not getting it again?
Okay.
Are they refused to supply us? Or are we refused to buy from them? What happened? In Abuja here, we are buying a liter of petrol between 300 and 350. Per liter beside roads in the open in Abuja. And nobody is arresting anybody.
All right. You actually have 1 minute to round up now. On final analysis, position of your party and party shot.
These 3 things that is happening together, I believe that it is conspiracy, deliberate, and orchestrated plan to disrupt this coming general election. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Adekunle Rufai Omo-Aje, the National Chairman of Action Alliance, speaking with us from Lagos or Abuja?
Abuja.
From Abuja. Thank you so very much. Let's come back to the studio. Femi, what will be your wrapping up and party shots?
Well, I think just like the warning the Action Alliance Chairman gave that the government should have Nigerians and particularly the government should be very careful. We are moving in some few days to an election. They should do everything possible to see that this election is not truncated. This is our democracy. We have worked very hard to end this democracy. And any effort to truncate this democracy is a pity on us. Other smaller countries have election, have Naira design, currency design without going through what we have to go. I don't think we need to go into all those things. Okay. If there is a problem within a political party, they should go back to their and settle their problem within themselves and stop suffering the innocent Nigerians.
Eddy Ochigbo.
Thank you very much, Ehis. I think we have found ourselves in a state of quagmire. And I will put it on misgovernance, bad governance. It didn't start today. It started long before now, where you see politicians, rather than govern, they when they have been elected, they will be doing politics. So without governance, you see this kind of situation we find ourselves today. And it's very unfortunate that all the institutions, health, name it, all they are collapsing. Some have even collapsed. And we say we have a government and all these things. It is the result of...
Indeed, we have a government. We are not saying we have a government. We have a government.
Well, I'm just trying to ventilate. A government that is inactive, is there a government?
By your own estimation?
By my estimation, of course. And I think I have every right to say so. That the government is not governing.
All right.
Rather, it's politicking.
Yes.
So, and that will not take us anywhere. And what is approaching us, if it's not averted right now, before now, it could lead to anarchy.
Okay. Our studio guests will just take only one. Ochigbo, what would be your own party shots?
All right, I will just summarize. It's funny. The whole thing is funny. I think it's an opportunity for movie makers to brace up to start writing scripts. In less than 7 days, we've had Naira redesign order, season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. Now we are having court order. This one won in is it what the name of the court?
AA, Action Alliance.
On a more serious note, it's more than chameleon. The situation is I don't know if there's an English called chameleonic. It's funny, but I will wait and put our hand. But they should know finally that if it's raining in a community, it doesn't rain on one roof alone.
It rains on everybody. So, Dr. Adekunle, thank you so very much for having time to be on the program today.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, Femi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Eddy Ochigbo.
I appreciate it.
And to the production team all the way from Invicta FM over there, Mercy Ofoya, I appreciate you always. Sometimes for the technical assistance, Grace Adebayo, Nifemi Odibiyo, and of course, Mike Bodyface. My name is Ehis Agbon. Ground Zero is a regular feature right here on Procyon Radio and Television. It comes up every day of the week from Mondays to Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. But on Tuesdays and Fridays, we network and connect with Invicta FM. Until next time, we'll be on again. I'll say this to you like always. Whatever your labors and aspirations in this noisy confusion of life, you learn how to keep peace with your soul, with all its charm, drudgery, and broken dreams. It's a beautiful world that we live in. Be careful, strive to be happy. I am the peacemaker. I've got a passion for crowd satisfaction. I am Ehis Agbon.